Hello students, teachers, parents, history nerds. Hello everybody, and welcome to Nutshelled History, where we lay out the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today we are going to continue our medieval/early modern world history series by looking at origins of Islam. Don't forget that there's a link for a fill-in-the-blank worksheet in the description. I just ask that you like and subscribe. I apologize for any mispronunciations ahead of time. I do my best. Alright, let's go. Today, Islam's the world's second most widely practiced faith. It emerged in the 600s in one of the harshest climate regions in the world. The religion Islam began in Arabia. Much of Arabia is covered in desert. It receives little rainfall, and there are no permanent rivers. The people rely on oases for water. An oasis is a place in a desert where water can be found, usually from a spring. The lack of water in Arabia made human settlement difficult. Some people were nomads who moved from place to place with no fixed home. Other people lived settled lives in oasis towns or trade centers. Trade brought wealth and attracted settlers. Muhammad was born around 570 in the largest trade center, Mecca. Muslims, people who practice Islam, consider Muhammad to be the prophet of their religion. A prophet is a person believed to be chosen by God as a messenger to bring truth to the people. Mecca was both a trade center and religious center. Arabs came there to worship their gods. Muhammad grew up to become a successful merchant, but he was critical of Meccan society. In 610, Muhammad went to a cave to reflect on the greed, corruption, and violence he saw in Mecca. According to the beliefs of Muslims, an angel came to Muhammad and told him to recite or say out loud messages from God. Muhammad returned to Mecca to share the messages with people. He told Arabs to worship only one God and to change many of their actions. Muhammad began to win believers, but some Meccans opposed him. They forced Muhammad to flee to the town of Medina. Muslims call the flight from Mecca to Medina the Hijra, which is an Arabic word for migration. In Medina, Muhammad continued to preach. He also became Medina's political and military leader. The Muslims of Medina fought with the people of Mecca. After defeating the Meccans, Muhammad returned to Mecca as its ruler in 630. He banned worship of the old gods and organized the Muslim community. He then led a conquest of all of the Arabian Peninsula. After Muhammad's death, his followers continued to spread his faith and expand their rule. Okay, now a recap. Islam, now the world's second largest religion, began in the deserts of Arabia, where water was as rare as snow. With nothing but oases to sustain them, early Arabs either roamed as nomads or set up shop in trade hubs, the biggest being Mecca, where Muhammad was born around 570. He wasn't just any merchant. He got fed up with the greed and corruption around him, and in a cave moment worthy of a movie, heard divine messages to recite. Muhammad's calls for monotheism didn't win over everyone in Mecca, so he and his followers hightailed it to Medina, where he became both a religious and political powerhouse. After a few battles and a victory tour, Muhammad returned to Mecca, unified Arabia, and founded a faith that would ultimately stretch far beyond the desert. There you have it, folks. That is the origins of Islam nutshelled. Thanks for stopping by Nutshelled History. Don't forget to make it rain on those like and subscribe buttons for me. See y'all next time on Nutshelled History.